Game has released a savage new diss track titled Freeway's Revenge, aimed directly at Rick Ross. In the track, the game attacks Ross without any restraint, referencing his involvement in the Drake and Kendrick Lamar feud. The lyrics are filled with vicious insults aimed at Ross's health, alleged sexual kinks, and even his past as a correctional officer. The game also mentions Freeway Ricky, the OG from whom Ross allegedly stole his name, and pays tribute to the late Notorious B.I.G. The track stands out not only for its lyrics, but also for the game's playful imitation of Ross's signature vocal style, adding an extra layer of intensity to the diss. The game accuses Ross of living a fake lifestyle and claims that his wealth and success are all a facade. Additionally, the game cleverly takes a jab at Ross's controversial 2013 lyrics on You Don't Know, You Ain't Even Know, I think that's what that song is, right? And giving a nod to Wingstop, the restaurant chain owned by Ross. Before releasing the track, the game shared a fake photo of Ross in police uniform, adding further fuel to the fire. As of now, Ross has not responded yet to the diss.
Well, what I'm going to say is I'm not going to act like the game isn't one of them guys when it comes to rap. This is
bars.
and history and rapping. I can't take that away from him. But I'm not going to lie. Like right now, bro, we don't care.
We don't care.
Right now, we don't care.
I really didn't understand the beef.
I don't know.
And if Rick Ross respond, he gonna lose. Long as Rick Ross don't respond, he win.
Nah, I don't think so.
Long as he don't respond, he win. I can't wait to see his response.
Nah,
I think Ross will take
Rick
him.
Ross, the game can rap, boy.
I ain't saying the game can't.
When he diss Meek Mill, it's crazy.
You only as great as your opponent. And I don't think that he want to be known for beefing with Game.
He already been beefing with Game before.
That's all I'm saying.
It's not the first time that this has stemmed. They've already been beefing.
Not in 2024. It's like a nigga on a different level right now.
Oh, they beefed before?
What the fuck did Rick Ross be doing? Besides being on Instagram and having businesses and shit. Nigga, the game ain't poor just cause he
I ain't say he poor.
What
I'm
level
just saying,
is Rick Ross on that the game not?
Shit, Rick Ross on an entirely different level, man.
Yeah, for sure. I think so.
I get what you say. He up there.
Tax bracket is more
lifestyle wise.
Just
because you see it on Instagram and you can't see how the game living, just because Rick Ross be on Instagram all day with Louis Vuitton belts. Louis Vuitton bowls and shit. That don't mean we don't know how the game living.
I ain't never been to the game house, but I've been to Rick Ross' house.
Ooh.
So
he about to get ready to throw a car show in Atlanta. Somebody just asked me if I was coming, my partner.
No, I went to it.
And money don't mean that I can't diss you.
If I was a game, I'd diss Rick Ross all day.
But that don't mean that I'm not going to reply. But if I was Rick Ross, I definitely wouldn't even respond. I wouldn't even respond. I would.
I definitely.
I think he is.
Bro, y'all gotta realize that the game is one of them greats. I don't know what's wrong with niggas. The game is one of them greats.
But like at this time, at this point in time in 2024, nobody cares.
Don't.
Just at this point in time, though, nobody cares. Though
the game is legendary, nigga. The game is one of the top 5, one of the top 10 legendary West Coast rappers, nigga.
Not top 5 though.
It's one of the legendary top 10 West Coast rappers any day, nigga. You remember the fucking the Doctor's Advocate?
No, I'm not saying the game is
not
lyrical.
Oh, you're talking about an album that 50 Cent wrote.
I even like this song. I'm just saying when Rick Ross responds is how he wins or loses.
Look,
that's
I'm
all
not
I'm
no
saying.
super game fan, but nigga, I'm not gonna say that nigga's not one of them guys. Don't let them internet antics take away from nigga his legendary status, nigga. That nigga. Nigga, when the West Coast was dry, he put that shit on his back, nigga, and carried this motherfucker and kicked up
with the help of 50.
And was going crazy. Everybody got the help of somebody. 50 got the help of Eminem and Dr. Dre. So none of that shit matters. I'm trying to take away from everybody get help.
Song, hate it or love it, my favorite game song was that Low Rider.
Written by 50.
No, Low Rider. I like that joint. I like the beat.
No, that's the Dream.
That shit was
Dream.
That's my favorite game song.
Right. But all I'm saying is, right now, where Rick Ross is in this point in time in his life, he can't lose if he don't.
I don't care about that.
If he don't respond.
Name a Rick Ross album. You talking about after that album? After that album,
I don't care about Officer Ricky.
Nigga can't name no Rick Ross album. So like, nigga, we not gonna do that the game. We go that one time, bro.
How many Maybach musics did he drop? Didn't he drop like a Maybach music album?
I don't fucking know.
Release like a
the
one.
only Rick Ross songs I know.
Ross got some hits too.
He does. He can rap. Full level can rap.
Are features. I don't know no Rick Ross song by itself. Besides,
Yeah,
like,
right.
you know what I'm saying?
No,
Like,
does that one
first
CeeLo
one he
count?
dropped,
he came out with. You know what I'm saying? Like the Port of Miami.
I think it's what the Teflon Don.
Port of Miami,
that first
yeah.
one was crazy.
Like I can't name no Rick Ross songs by himself. Besides like nah. I can't.
But
the
he got them
boss
songs-
had the boss that had T-Pain on it and shit.
No, he got them songs like Tears of Joy
I don't know that song.
featuring
Here, pull up the
CeeLo.
Teflon Don,
Featuring somebody.
CeeLo.
track
I'm
list.
saying
Let me
by
see track list
himself.
real quick.
Songs by himself.
Yeah, good.
I don't know no songs
That I'm
him
not a
by
star.
himself.
That shit go crazy.
Yeah. MC Hammer.
That shit went crazy.
But the nigga got
he
Gucci
said
Mane
by-
on
he
that
said
one, though.
by himself.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
Rick
By
Ross
himself.
don't got no fucking songs by himself like
He's
like
got-
that. Now the game had help with 50 Cent too, but nigga, the game mixtape run was crazy, and the game disses are insane. So
Yeah,
I'm
300
talking
bars
about
is pretty crazy.
Diss wise, every Rick Ross song that I know has somebody else on it. Ashton Martin Music got Drake on that motherfucker. Stay Scheming got French Montana on that
Wayne
That
on
motherfucker.
music
motherfucker.
too.
You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
Hey, I ain't gonna lie though, nigga. He has some bangers now that
does,
you look
fool.
at it, bro.
All features.
We can sit. Oh no, all features.
But they're bangers.
We look at it right now. We all over here naming like, yeah, I remember that one. Yep, I remember that one too. I'm like, damn, I remember that hustling. That shit went crazy when it dropped, nigga. Diced pineapples, that's cool. I think that's the one he
No,
did with Wale,
yeah,
right?
Rick
That's
Ross
still a
definitely
feature.
got
That
a
was
cool
a had a
catalog.
Wale feature on
But
it.
as
Diced
far as the
Pineapples.
beef,
I ain't gonna lie.
as far as the Rick Ross and Game beef, don't nobody need it.
What's the origins with that? Wow. When they
Hip
start
hop don't
beefing?
need it. Like
What?
nigga need another Kendrick hit. You know what I'm saying? Nigga looking for another Kendrick song or another
He wants
one,
attention.
another
Not
Drake
like
song. You know.
us.
I don't know. Like, I just think it was just random and just, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I did too. I ain't gonna lie.
Out of
And
nowhere on
if
left
you
field.
listen to it, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. There's probably like 2 bars that I was like, okay, I didn't know that about Rick if that's true. But then the rest of it was like shit I already knew. Shit that I've already
What do you grade it?
heard.
1 through 10.
Because it's Game and what Game has done for the culture,
Yeah.
I'll give him a 6 just on his good name and just what I know he does, and he's not a trash rapper. But like the other 4, I just don't understand, dog. I didn't really get it. Like if you listen to it, everything that he says in that is shit that we've already heard. Like about Rick Ross.
Yeah. For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
like 2 things I think I didn't know. He was saying the nigga bought a $20 million mansion just to slit his wrists in it. So I'm like, damn, are you saying the nigga was trying to commit suicide? Like, I didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? And then he's talking about Rick Ross' health condition.
We all
I didn't know
that.
Rick Ross had any really health conditions neither. So everything else, I heard already. So that's why I was like, I didn't really understand the diss right then and there. I'm like,
I just think it's not the time for that shit.
What do you grade it, Sus?
I would agree. I would definitely give it a 6. But I just feel like right now it's not the time for that. I feel like you're trying to get in where you fit in the time of beef, and I just feel like it's just not really a good time. You know what I'm saying?
Clout
But
chasing moment?
Yeah, and I fuck with the game, bro, and it really
too.
hurt me. It hurt me to say that, but yeah, like, you know, I fuck with the game, but yeah,
Shout out to Cave.
it's a clout chasing moment, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's giving look at me vibes.
It's like I want a piece of this pie,
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that kind of
yeah,
shit.
let
but,
me in.
But at the same
I'm
time,
not mad at him, though.
Look, on some hip hop shit though, I'm all for
Yeah.
disses.
Royal Rumble.
As long as you out rapping a nigga and you not just getting on that motherfucker, nigga, blah blah blah, and saying fuck whoopty whoop and all of that kind of nonsense. Like if you rapping, I'm all with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm all for hip hop rapping and hip hop beats, cause nigga, that shit make people do shit. Like as we seen, like that shit pushes the culture. It pushes it forward. As we see, this the most Kendrick music we've gotten in a hell of a long time. Nigga, if everybody talking about it, rap beef push shit forward. You know what I'm saying? So I'm all for it. You know what I'm saying?
Cause the world
When it's
loves
hip-hop.
drama.
Yeah, they do.
He mentioned, I believe, who did he mention? He mentioned
The
Kai
world
Cenat.
toxic.
He mentioned Kai Cenat in this song. He mentioned
trust no one.
K-Dot, because he had said, he says, I'm on my K-Dot shit. I don't have to turn my beam on or turn the beam on.
I ain't gonna lie, I listened to the song. Like I like the song. It's a good. It's
What do
a
you rate
good
it?
It was cool.
game dish.
I was
like
listening to it this morning.
Like bar for bar, it sound
rapping.
cool. It's cool,
He
but
rapping.
it's just not needed. That's all I'm saying. It's like a gimmick to sneak in the game. You feel me?
Because I felt like Rick Ross was over here, at Drake, right? We all know
Hard
this.
on him.
He's been
Cupcake.
fucking going crazy on Drake, right? So that's why I don't understand why Game popped out and was like, "Hey, Rick, what's up?"
I smell
don't get
pussy,
it.
that odor foul. You ain't sold no birds. You trolled the owl. That nigga hard, boy. I'm telling you, he really, really can rap his ass off. It's just not the time, game. You rapped like a motherfucker. Them bars is crazy as a bit. That's why I'm saying I'm all for any
Which
hip
I
hop.
like that, but then you see the one right before he said you stole your name, which we already kind of knew that. That's already been out there. He said I pulled your file. You looked at B.I.G. and stole his style. We kind of already knew that too.
I feel like that was just the setup for the foul and the owl.
Yeah.
You gotta do that. That's the setup. That's like when you playing baseball by yourself. That's him throwing the ball up. You know what I'm saying? So he can set that
Smack it.
motherfucker up.
Boom.
Yeah, that's what that is. That's
Home
the
run.
setup. You know, so you stole your name, I pulled your file. You feel me? You looked at B.I.G., you stole his style.
Scroll
I
up
smell
to
pussy,
verse
that
2.
odor foul. You ain't sold no
gonna
bird.
listen to it
Trolled
again
the
today.
owl. That's hard, bro. That's a
ball,
hard,
dog. That's a
nigga.
ball.
He raps.
You still give it a
definitely-
6
He
then?
raps.
You still give it a 6?
Just
Every
because
bar.
it's not time.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm
It's the
saying?
wrong time, the wrong time.
It's not time, but
Yeah.
that shit hard.
Yeah, I
nigga.
ain't say I like the song, my nigga, and he going crazy bar for bar, but
He is.
it's just not needed right now, man.
No,
the
it's
time.
not needed.
I'm not gonna
can't
say
be
it's
mad
not
at him, though.
needed.
We're talking
Him
about
and, him and Ross.
All hip hop,
he coulda-
we always need beef.
I would have rather seen
Yeah,
him
we
go
do. Beef.
write a diss song about 50 than Ross.
Nah,
If
50's
it,
already
man,
played
shit,
out.
if you
That
gonna make it
would've went
iconic,
crazy.
But
make
you gotta
it,
remember
make it
that
that
would've
they
went
been beefing
crazy.
before. This is not new beef. The Game and Rick Ross, he didn't just pick him out of the hat and just said, I'm finna diss Rick Ross. 'cause
You know
I'm
the
mad."
origins of it?
They been dissing.
But shit,
You know what I'm
hey,
saying?
hey,
But why
hey,
the beef start,
hey,
though?
the Game and 50 been beefing like a motherfucker too.
Still, but you know what I'm saying? Like
That
nigga,
would've made more sense.
They been beefing, but also you gotta realize too, it make less sense because what's the last 50 Cent song that dropped?
Oh, fuck. He's a businessman. He's making
Rick
movies
Ross
now.
just
So-
dropped.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie.
You know?
The
And
songs
yeah,
that
he
he
been
been
doing
Hey,
shows and shit
I gotta
too.
say
You
this:
seen them
the
shows?
songs that he been putting on them shows been crazy
Banger.
too, though. They been low key some
But
bangers.
he in a whole different thing. Like he in a whole different world. He making TV show music. He's not rapping. He not
Right.
doing. You know what I'm saying?
But
Like
he's still
and he not
practicing in
making
the
diss
gym.
music.
But he's still keeping his game fresh by doing that shit. Like he's not like out of date and rapping. Like he's
He
still
definitely
rapping.
out of date.
No, like on the scene. But as of like him, like being able to do his shit.
Down? My boy Pace.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Hell
all right.
yeah. That's gonna go crazy.
I think it just make less sense because he don't be dropping. He don't be dropping and he not
Just
rapping
kidding.
right now. So it just don't make sense. You feel me? It make a little, even though this makes no sense still, but this makes a little more sense that it's Rick Ross. You know, Rick
Yeah.
Ross just dropped 2 weeks ago. You know what I'm saying? He dropping songs right now. So that's why he gonna diss him. If
Rick Ross?
he diss 50 Cent, I'd be like, what the fuck is he doing?
Rick Ross finna do a skit in his house.
Yeah.
He ain't finna be dropping no. You ain't Drake. He ain't trying to get at you.
He reacts. Let's see.
Let's get it. Oh, he's already reacted, homie.
You niggas don't want to eat, must not. You niggas starving. You niggas starving. You niggas don't want to
He
eat.
hilarious.
You niggas don't want to eat, must not.
Bro.
He is
Oh,
hilarious.
he's gonna eat
You niggas
I don't know
starving.
what the who that's, but I think he's
That
gonna get
nigga teeth big as hell.
That Louis Vuitton
That
cup
was a
is
good one,
everything,
dog. I ain't
man.
gonna
He
lie.
funny as fuck, but look, at the same time, look, I don't like when, look, but he did it smart though because he's doing subtle rich flexes. He pulled the ball out, you know what I'm saying, the porcelain teeth, like he's doing slick settle shots, like you know what I'm saying.
doing rich nigga
but he's
flexing.
still doing rich shots
So
at you.
do you
Nigga
think
rap.
that video fucked the whole diss song up?
As long as he,
No.
long
No.
as he do
No, but
stuff
this is
like that,
hilarious.
he can never lose
This
against the
is
game.
funny.
He's getting.
It don't
this is-
matter
he's
how
getting good at
hard
the
the
social
game
media.
gonna come, cause the game going crazy bar for bar. I listened to the song.
definitely is.
Right, but yeah, as long as I knew he was gonna respond like that. It just,
Of course, that's what he do.
that's exactly what he does.
It's Rick Ross. You know he gonna reply on some internet shit.
Especially,
That's his thing.
especially if he feel like he got more money than you.
And he's gonna do
He
this.
playing that money
right,
game.
motherfucker here.
Now he couldn't play that money game with Mayweather.
That's a fact.
You feel me? He'd have to rap. You can't play that money game with Drake. You have to
He
rap.
trying.
No, he
But he definitely had the rap.
Mm-hmm.
He definitely had the rap.
But with the game, he ain't got to rap.
He don't have to, but he should. He don't got to, but he should though. You know what I'm saying? Cause that's the game, nigga. But I think what it is, bro, the game kind of fucked his shit up with all these internet antics over the years, nigga.
Yeah.
Fingering, what was her name? Karuchi in the park and shit. This nigga like 32, 34 fingering this little bitch in the park. all kind of
He smashed
internet
that too?
antics. I believe so. It was some bitch he was fingering in the
that's
park. I don't
right.
know if y'all remember.
What's up?
But it was like a picture and shit. They posted it like
In the park, huh?
It was
I don't
everywhere. Yeah,
remember
he was on the
I
grass.
don't remember that shit.
He was on
I
the
didn't know it was
grass.
her.
Like, chilling.
Yeah, he was on the
saw that
grass
shit.
chilling like a little picnic, little party and shit, nigga. But it was just all kind of internet antics that he took away from his name, like kind of like a Bow Wow. You know what I'm saying? Where Bow Wow was the GOAT until he did internet shit. Who was another person that fucked their name up via internet that we always looked up to? Like, it's one of those. Like, you know, when you do too much internet antics and they start to make us look at you different, but you was like a boy. I call it the Bow Wow effect.
Right.
Because
Bow Wow.
nobody ever used to talk shit about Bow Wow until he started doing all that lying on the internet and shit. Where the nigga popping up talking about he on the jet, and then they find the picture.
And a nigga video
was
recording
fucking-
on
all
a
of that
regular
shit,
airplane.
nigga, it's the Bow Wow effect. Like, you know, like the game don't do per se shit like that, but it be like, you know, a lot of shit where it's like, all right, bro, you kind of fucking up your name, and we starting to feel a little different about you, because that shit will affect your image, will affect your music, and it will affect, you feel me, the fans' opinion. It's the
Especially in
image.
2024.
Yeah, the
That's how
perception
so many
matters.
trash niggas making money.
That's a fact. The perception matter like a motherfucker. So you gotta watch what you doing on this internet shit. And then all the shit he be doing, calling niggas out when he went on this shit and said that Kanye did more for his career than Dr. Dre ever did. Like, what are you talking about?
And like, what did, come on now, let's be real.
Kanye West did more for your career than Dr. Dre ever did? Bro, you dropped the album called Doctor's Advocate. You have to relax.
And when you get Dr. Dre, that's
just
like a
sounds
whole,
disgruntled.
that's like a whole button.
You know, he just sounded like a disgruntled friend or something, that he was mad or about some shit or something. Shit like that, bro. Like, you start to make your word not bond no more, because you start saying shit like that. And it get to making us turn the eye at you and be like, what the fuck is you doing? You know? Just shit like that. That's my opinion.